Guys, thought I'd give you a quick rundown of the Starry Night CD that I gave Katya today or yesterday or whenever you got it. Basically, the CD will work on either a Windows or a Mac computer. Shouldn't matter either one you have, but I'll demonstrate here on my Mac. So once you get the CD put in, if you just open it up so you can see the files that are on there, and here's basically what you have. And the quizme.html is where all the stuff happens. And there is one other spot where you want to look, but I'll show you that in a minute. Let me just demonstrate the actual quizme HTML first. If you double click it, it should pop up your either your Safari browser on a Mac or Internet Explorer on a Windows box. So here you see it, and basically it'll show you all the areas of the test, but the only ones that Katya needs to be concerned about right now are the slide for planets and the terms. So what you can do is you can click this uncheck all box and then just click slides or terms, and then it'll just test you on those particular things. So let's start with the slides. If you just click the slides and then you go to this next button, it'll show you a picture and it'll ask you give you a choice of what you think it is. And basically you just click one of these and it'll tell you if you're right or wrong. It'll keep score up here for you. Okay. First one takes a second to run. Okay. And then you can just go through them and just keep guessing, or however you do it till you become real familiar with them. And I'll show you where to go look to find these pictures so you can study them before you try to test yourself in a minute. But basically this is how you test yourself. You can go through and you'll see there's just a ton of pictures, and these are what might show up on the slide presentation when they actually take the test. Okay, the other area, if you unclick the slides and click the terms from that list of terms that I gave you, I put them all in here. So what it'll do is it'll show you a definition. It'll give you 4 choices of a word, and again, you pick what you think is the right one. So once you've studied them a bit, you can test yourself here as you go through. Okay, and it keeps track of your score at the top, and you can just cycle through until you get comfortable with them. Okay, so this will allow you to test yourself basically from those definitions. Okay, and then you can just close this anytime, just restart it to test yourself as many times as you need. And you can just click and unclick these at will, but you got to make sure at least one is clicked, otherwise things don't work. Okay, now for the pictures, where you can actually go see where they originate from, so you can study them. Back on the CD itself, if you click the Start Here HTML, it's got the study guide links, and there's 2 websites where this comes from. You don't have to go this route to get there, but I'll just show it to you just so you know how you can get there. Okay, it's 9planets.org and the Solar System NASA Gov Planets, and I'll show you both of them. This is where the pictures come from. Okay, under 9planets.org, they're basically this list of all the planets and the sun. And what you do is if you click on any particular planet, you'll see it shows you a picture of it. And if you read through, there's also some other pictures that it's got of the planet and some of its features. This is where they pull those pictures from. And I would just concentrate on the actual planet and planet features. It's got a lot of other stuff that you really don't need, like stuff like this that you just don't need to know. And then you just go through all the planets here, and you get to other ones by just clicking on them. You can see the pages are very similar. It's got a main picture at the top, and it's got some other pictures that you can look at within here. And what I did is I plucked out a bunch of these pictures and included them on the quiz. So this is where I got them from, just so you know. Okay, the other site is that NASA solar site. And you can see it's also got all the planets, and you can click on them. And it'll show you a main picture, and then it's got this gallery tab for each planet. And this is where they get some other pictures for the planets. This is where they pull them from. Okay, now there's a whole bunch of pictures. So I just selected some of the ones that they were more likely to use because they're supposed to be focused on planets and the planetary features. So those are the ones I pulled out and put onto the actual quiz. But here's where they all are if you want to, because there's some that I might not have pulled that might show up, but generally speaking, a lot of these you just don't need to know because they're just not that important. It's the ones that specify features are the ones that I pulled out, just so you know. So that's where the 2 websites where the pictures come from that are back on the test here that I plucked out just so you can study them if you'd like. I'll just show them to you one more time real quick. And uncheck and check the planets. Okay, so those two sites are where I plucked all these pictures from. And once you go through these a bunch of times, it'll start to become pretty obvious what some of these things are. Okay. So you can just cycle through these, or Katya can, and eventually they just become second nature. Gabby's got them down pretty well as well. So the planets, slide for the planets, and the terms are what Katya should be focusing on for now. And if she wants more, that'd be fine, because we can give her some other stuff as well if she'd like. But for now, if you could focus on those two areas, that'd be really helpful. Okay, if you guys have any questions, feel free to either send me an email or tell Gabby, or even call us if you want, and we will make sure that we get you any information you need. Okay, we'll talk to you guys later.